Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and we're back out here in the garage for another first impressions video and I guess commentary or garage gun talk, because there's something that's been going on in the firearms world that I think every channel is talking about, and some people have asked my take on it, so I thought I would share that. But let's talk guns first. You guys know I'm a gun-centric channel, not necessarily a drama channel, and so let's talk about the guns I took to the range today. And my workbench right now is covered in firearms. I got the Noveske Ghetto Blaster, I got the Infinity Encore, and I even have a Ruger Charger pistol. And yes, Jack, I forgot that I had this. I know when I returned the last batch of guns, I was like, I think I got everything. I totally forgot this was in queue to get cleaned, so I still have this, and it's going to get cleaned and get back to you when I return the other guns. I have the Gearson, speaking of your guns, the Gearson Witness 2311. I got just a bunch of stuff out here I have to clean, and I just had to dedicate an afternoon to it. But the two guns I took to the range for, I guess, this week's work was the Staccato XL, but this is a custom version done up by Vulcan Machine Works in Plano, Texas, with their barrel and custom porting. And I also took to the range the Smith & Wesson. This is the 686, I believe it is the -3 Pro Series. So this is a 357 Magnum revolver. So let's talk about the Staccato first. I'm going to tell you guys, in my personal opinion, Staccato is the absolute best 2011 out there. I'm just going to start off by saying I have had the opportunity, the blessed opportunity, to review some amazing 2011 pistols. From the lowest end on the Gearson Witness to the highest end with a couple of Infinities, Cabot Guns, you name it. Atlas Gun Works, just so many companies I can't even remember off the top of my head. Fowler Industries, what else? Watchtower Firearms. But I'm going to tell you, none of them shoot as well as a Staccato, and more specifically the Staccato XL. I have reviewed, I think, 3 versions of this gun now. I think I've reviewed the standard version. I have reviewed the limited edition with an island barrel, which was my absolute favorite, and now I have reviewed this one with the custom porting and the barrel, and I'm going to assume some other stuff by Vulcan Machine Works. And when it comes to 2011 pistols, I shoot this gun the best, hands down. I shoot holes through holes. It's the most balanced gun. It's the best performing gun. It feels awesome in my hand. I'm going to tell you, this is just an awesome pistol. And if I was ever going to get a 2011, it would be the Staccato XL. People ask me all the time, what's better, Atlas Gun Works or Cardinal Arms or whatever? Staccato. I'm going to tell you guys, Staccato. I know they're kind of the Glock of the 2011 world. They're kind of the OG company. They probably make more than anybody else, but they make the best. In my opinion, for me, the way that I shoot as an average gun guy, hands down, I shoot these things amazing. I put holes through holes. I can't miss with them. I shoot them fast. They have every feature on them I would want. I just absolutely adore these pistols. So I can't speak higher of it. And what I think Vulcan Machine Works did with the barrel and the porting works great. I could live without it, but the way it's set up, it's awesome. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say, is just I shot this pistol amazing. I shot this pistol fast. It's just great. It's great. Staccato makes just a fantastic pistol. And yeah, hands down, it's just awesome. So that's really all I have to say about that. So this is probably going to be a 5 out of 5 star plus review. And if you want to know my thoughts on the Staccato XL, go check out the one on my main channel with the island barrel. But this is going to be right up there. It's awesome. I'm telling you guys, this pistol is like 1/3 the price of this one. I shoot this one twice as good as I shoot this one. Why? I don't know. There's just something about them that I like. It fits me well, fits my shooting style. Absolutely love it. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the beginning of this video, you're going to have to put up with the fan noise in the background because it has finally reached the point here in Texas in the summertime where it's hot enough here in the garage I have to use a fan. If I don't have the fan on, it is sweltering out here. So I'm very sorry about the hum in the background. Maybe I will try to upload this and edit it to reduce the hum in the background. I'll do my best, okay? No promises. And also, this is not a review. I know I have to give this caveat. Richard, my friend, hates it when I do this because he says everybody already knows. Well, I know there's people out there that can't figure this out. This is the Texas Gun Vault 2. It is not my main channel. There's a Texas Gun Vault 1. Well, I'll just call it the Texas Gun Vault. That's where I post all of my reviews that are filmed with much better equipment. And go check that out. There's a link in the description below. This is just my first impressions after getting these guns back from the range as they're in queue as I'm working on them. So yeah, the Staccato XL custom from Vulcan Gun Works with the porting. Amazing. Amazing gun. Top 2 favorite 2011s of all time. Right up there with the XL with the Island Barrel. All right. Next up, we have a revolver, a wheel gun, and this one is lent to the channel from my friend Jack. Oh, and by the way, this is lent to the channel from my friend D, who also lent the Infinity and a bunch of other 2011s. But this is on loan to the channel from my friend Jack. It's the Smith & Wesson 686-3 Pro Series. And I'm going to need to do a little bit of research and find out where the Pro Series sits in the hierarchy of Smith & Wesson gun levels. I believe their Performance Center is the top of the line, but I'm not sure if this gun was made before the Performance Center was a thing. I'm not really sure. But it's kind of like an upgraded looking revolver. Obviously, we have the flat sides to the barrel here. Very interesting underlug, I guess we call it. We got these really nice wood grips. Yeah, everything on this is really nice. And how did I shoot it? Well, you guys know that I am not the best revolver shooter in the world. Revolvers are not my forte. And it's probably more that I just don't shoot them enough as compared to semi-autos. And some of that is most of the guns that are lent to the channel for me to review are semi-autos. I personally collect semi-autos, and it's just what I gravitate towards. Now, with all that said, how did this shoot? One of the best revolvers I've ever shot. It is almost as good as the Smith & Wesson TRR-8, which is my very favorite handgun, or very favorite revolver. I brought 2 sets of grips to the range. My friend Jack lent me this with the wood grips, and he says, hey, listen, when you shoot .357 Magnum, you're probably going to get a little bit tired with it. Here's the Hogue rubber grips. And I actually went to the range with the intention of reviewing this with the wood grips and then with the rubber grips, which obviously this does not look as nice as these. And I was assuming this was going to be nicer, and I would probably shoot the rest of the range report on whichever grip felt the best. I was assuming this one. Well, I didn't even need to install this one because this was one of the most comfortable .357s I've ever shot. Is it the size of the grip? Is it the fact this is a K-frame? I don't know. Is it the weight of the gun, the balance of the gun? I don't know. Shooting .38 Special through this is like shooting .22. .357 Magnum, we get a nice big old, flame at the front and pretty tame recoil. And I tried 2 different loadings of .357. One was a defensive load, and one is just kind of like a range loading, and shoots great. Now, am I as accurate with this gun as I am the 2011? No, I'm not. I will have flyers from time to time, especially if I'm shooting double action, and I had to kind of figure out where the sights need to be. I needed to hold them a little bit higher in general, but as compared to the way I have shot other revolvers, this one was pretty darn awesome. I have to say, I like this revolver a lot. Smith & Wesson has done a fantastic job with this. Not as nice as the TRR-8, but this comes in at a close second. And I used to think the Smith & Wesson 686, was it the Dash 6 Plus, was my other favorite revolver. No, this one's better. This one is hands down better. Now, some people are not going to like the fact it does have the infamous Hillary hole. That stupid safety. Smith & Wesson just needs to get rid of that. I know they've done it on some of their classic models. They just got to get rid of it on all of them. So, yeah, double action, very smooth. Single action, amazing. And for me, I shot it well, which means, I think, if you're a typical revolver shooter and that's what you like and love, you would absolutely love this gun. You would absolutely love it. It is the perfect size. I want to say it's a 4-inch barrel, maybe 3 or 4-inch barrel. I think it's a 4-inch barrel, which is for me the optimum for 357 Magnum. 6-inch, which looks way cooler, just too long. The gun's too front heavy. I do not like snub-nose revolvers. Do not like them at all. I do not shoot them well at all. The sight radius is way too short. I already don't shoot revolvers well. It's just not my thing. Perfect balance. Perfect balance. Yeah. So I just got to do a little bit more research on this specific model, what Pro Series means, and kind of the history of the Dash 3 and what this really is in Smith & Wesson's lineup. But when it came to the shootability, it is right up there with the best. So I had an absolute amazing time at the range today. I think both of these are going to get 5 out of 5 star reviews. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. And maybe it's because both of them are in like a stainless steel look. Well, this one is stainless, I think. I think this is stainless, or is this I forgot if this is a matte. It's got to be, I think. Or was it a nickel boron coated? I don't know. But I love that look. It's just the right color for firearms. So anyway, awesome guns, awesome time at the range today. And these are going to be some great reviews. So let me know what you guys know or think of either of these guns, especially this one. Any information you can give me would be very helpful, and I would appreciate it. And let me know what you think of Staccatos. They're the best. They are the best 2011s, hands down. I shoot them better than all other brands, and the XL is my absolute favorite. It has the right look. It's not big and blocky out in the front. We have the scallops, all the controls I would want. I even like the fact it has a polymer lower to it, or a grip module. You really think you'd like the metal? I think the aluminum is better because it makes the gun lighter, and with the porting, you have almost no muzzle rise. So you get kind of the best of both worlds, in that you get a lighter gun that doesn't have any recoil and no muzzle rise. Yeah, just awesome. Awesome time at the range. Okay, so now let's get into the drama, the thing everybody wants to know, and some people have asked me, and a lot of my friends who are gun content creators have also made videos on it. So the question is, Jason, what do you think of everything that has happened to T-Rex firearms? Okay, well, I will tell you, and this is probably going to make quite a few people upset, because I've seen the memes on Instagram with like gun slaps. Oh man, they're hilarious. Sometimes I don't understand the memes because I'm not like in the moment involved in all the gun drama. So here it is. Here's my hot take. I have no idea who they are, okay? Now, I guess when all this stuff started to happen and I started to see the memes and what people were saying about whoever it is that left, I even forgot his name. I was like, who is this? So I guess T-Rex Arms is a company that makes holsters or tactical gear or something. I don't think they make firearms or anything, but I think they make holsters and tactical gear. And I guess they have a YouTube channel that had well over like 1 million subscribers or something. I don't really watch a lot of gun YouTube, because the ones I like are kind of the more old school guys that just do what I do and just talk about guns. I don't like the highly produced ones. I don't like the ones that are infomercials, meaning like they're presenters. Like, I do not watch Hickok 45. He is a presenter. He is not a gun reviewer. And he's a character. In all the big channels, they're characters. Okay, I like genuine people. Okay, and that's why I follow the smaller channels, It's why I like the content that I do. So I had never heard of T-Rex firearms before. And yes, once again, you know my dogs always want to get involved in my videos. Always. So, sorry about the barking in the background. Hopefully, they'll stop. But I had never heard of T-Rex firearms before. Didn't know the guy. And then when I heard about the drama, I watched a couple of videos. Like, what is going on? Has something major, like, happened? And literally all it is like family drama. That's it. It's like the guy had founded the company. I guess over time he gave up control to his friends and family, and then he got married, and maybe they didn't like his wife or whatever, and then all this mean stuff has been said. I don't know. To me, it's just drama. It's just family drama, and honestly, who cares? And I feel horrible for them, and I don't know them. So I don't think it's right that all of us are talking about their family drama. Now, I know they've made some videos on it because so much was going on, I guess, in the gun blogosphere. And they had to make a response video. But in general, who cares, okay? I feel bad for them that their family and personal drama has been aired in public. It's honestly none of our business, so I have no interest in really knowing more. Does it affect me? No. Does it affect what I do here? No. Does it affect you? No. Does it affect anything that you may buy? No. I feel sorry for them, and I don't want to add to maybe their family's misery. It's just not right. There are some things that you just don't want to be made public. And when they're made public, it's horrific, and I'm not going to add to it. So I don't know them. I don't know who is the good guy or the bad guy. I don't know who's right. But what lessons can we learn from this? I think are lessons I already know. And based off of what I can tell from his response video, the main guy that left, I said, I'm sorry, I don't remember the guy's name. He pretty much gave a warning to pretty much if you have a company that you start, don't give up control. Never give up control. And that's why the Texas Gun Vault here is always going to be a small channel because I'm a one-man show. I run both channels. I do all my own editing. I create my own thumbnails. With the exception of the help from the people that lend guns to the channel for me to review and the companies that send me things for review. And my terms with all those people are, I'm going to make the video that I want to make. And if that's not good enough for you, and I'm going to be honest with my viewers, if you don't like that, then don't lend me the guns and don't send me the products. I'll always be nice. I'll always be appreciative. I will always give shout outs to everybody. And I have been very blessed with the people that have lent guns to the channel, that when I have a very negative experience with one, and I'm honest, I still thank them, and they're never mad at me. But it's all under my control. I make all the final decisions because I'm the only person here. And if it ever got bigger, it would remain the same. And if I ever, in fact, I've actually kind of thought about it in the future. Like maybe one day, and I've kind of floated around the idea, okay? And I'm not saying I'm going to do it or that I'm looking for like business partners, okay? But I'm kind of getting to the point in my life, in my career, that maybe one day, not now, a few years, I might want to get like an FFL. I might want to do that and kind of start my own small business. Thinking about it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. There's so much that would have to happen, and I'd have to learn so much. But that might be in the cards in the future. And if that is in the cards in the future, it is always going to be me. Now, unless I go into business with someone and the agreement from the very beginning is 50-50, that's totally fine. But if I start it and it's my baby, I might have people come in and help, might have people come in and advise, but I would never give up the control or the majority stockholder shares of that company. Ever. 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 And another rule is don't mix business and pleasure. Okay? Romance and business never works out. It never does. So you keep all of that separate. So I mean, unless you start the business as a husband and wife team, you guys have been together a long time, but like don't bring in other, if you have family involved and then you bring in girlfriends and all that kind of stuff. No. Just no. No. But we've all known that. So that's the lessons I think he was trying to tell everybody. So what do I think of T-Rex Arms? I have no idea who they are. I've never watched a single one of their videos until now. I feel horrible for them that anything that is very private has been made public, and I am disheartened by the mean comments of the gun community. I don't know why we metaphorically do like a circle firing squad on ourselves when there's people in our community that haven't done anything really to hurt anybody. Why do we do a circular firing squad and all fire at each other and be mean? We should all be supportive, or just go, listen, that's just their family business, none of our business. Let's just stay out of it, okay? And that's it. So that's my take on T-Rex firearms. I know it's going to disappoint some of you guys, or maybe make some of you guys mad, because you guys follow it. But for me, I don't care. I don't even know who they are. All right, so there you go. So that's my first impressions on the Smith & Wesson 686-3 Pro Series, Staccato XL, custom by Vulcan Machine Works. Yeah, Vulcan Machine Works, or Vulcan, hold on. I guess it's Vulcan. I keep forgetting. Is it Vulcan Gun Works or Vulcan Machine Works? I think it's Vulcan Machine Works. So many companies have similar names. Staccato XL, absolutely top tier, best, one of the best 2011s I've ever shot. So there you go. So if you made it to the end of this video, what can the word of the day be? The word of the day is going to be out of left field because it's going to be anniversary. Anniversary is the word of the day. So use that in a comment, because yesterday was my 6-year anniversary being married to my beautiful wife. So that was awesome, and I cannot believe how fast time has flown. So yeah, I guess that's it. Anything else I want to talk about? Let's see, guns, cleaning. No, that's it. T-Rex firearms. There you go. Oh yeah, I guess there is one other thing I can talk about, because I know some of you guys are watch guys, like the Wyoming Gun Project. I know I've mentioned him in so many of my videos lately. Awesome guy, but he's also a watch guy, and I wanted to say I had to say goodbye. In fact, it was yesterday on my anniversary. I had to say goodbye to my Omega Speedmaster and my Tudor Black Bay 58. Two watches I absolutely loved. They wore so well, especially the Black Bay 58. And the Omega Speedmaster was a really cool watch for me because it was like, the moon watch. And I love science. I love NASA. I love all that. But there was something that was calling me that I had to get. So I went down to my favorite watch place. I've worked with them a ton. And I said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want to trade in. What can you do? And they took those watches in on trade. So 2 of my awesome watches are gone. And I replaced it with a 2000 Rolex Submariner. So this is a 25-year-old watch, great condition. I put it onto a NATO strap. And I'm trying to do like a James Bond, the homage. Because in Goldfinger, he has a really old Submariner on a RAF strap. But I kind of wanted a more modern one. So this is a Rolex date, aluminum bezel, 2000. It's the old school with like the lugs have the holes drilled in it. And I got a NATO strap that's in the same colors as the one used in Goldfinger by Sean Connery. And so I kind of created a James Bond modern homage to that watch. So yeah, I'm going to miss the other 2, the Speedmaster and the Black Bay 58, but that pretty much got me where I needed to be on this guy. So yeah, it's kind of hard to trade in multiple watches to get one. I think it'd be kind of the same way with guns. If you ever traded like 2 really nice guns to get an amazing gun, I think you always kind of go, I sat there for a while making that call and that decision. But anyway, that's all I got. So if you are watch people, Let me know what you think. So now I have two subs. I have a green one, a more modern one, but I wanted one that's more like a daily one because this one is 25 years old. It's a naked watch, which means it does not have box or papers, but it is authenticated and recently serviced. So, yeah. So obviously I got it for a really good deal because I traded in two awesome watches for it. But I am happy with my decision. So there you go. Anyway, guns and watches. So let me know what you guys think, and you guys know the word of the day. If you made it to the end, use it in the comment section. You don't have to wish me a happy anniversary if you don't want to, but somehow use it in the comment, and I know you are a true vault dweller. So, as always, thanks for watching.